Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a room full of people, everyone laughing, everything's fine, and you're the only one who noticed that something was off? Maybe a slight shift in someone's tone, a tension no one else seemed to feel, and you walked away from that room completely drained, wondering why everyone else looked fine and you felt like you'd run a marathon. You've probably been told your whole life that you're too sensitive, too intense, too emotional, that you need to toughen up. What if that's completely wrong? Evolutionary biology tells a different story. About 20% of the human population carries a trait called sensory processing sensitivity. And here's what's fascinating. It wasn't an accident of nature. It was a strategy. Think about how ancient tribes survived. Most people were dandelions. Tough, adaptable, resilient. They could sleep on hard ground, eat almost anything, keep moving. The tribe needed those people. But a tribe made entirely of dandelions? They'd walk straight into a storm because nobody noticed the clouds changing. They'd eat something poisonous because nobody caught the smell. The tribe needed you. You're the orchid. Your nervous system processes the world like an 8K camera in a room full of disposable phone cameras. You don't just hear the noise. You hear the hum beneath the noise. You don't just hear what your friend says, you feel the tiny hesitation in their voice. And you already know something's wrong before they've said a word. That's not a flaw. That was survival intelligence for thousands of years. So why does it feel like a curse right now? Because an orchid cannot survive on a concrete sidewalk. Psychologists have a term for this vantage sensitivity. In the wrong environment, you suffer more than most. But in the right environment, you don't just keep up, you outperform. You bloom with a depth and creativity that the dandelions simply can't reach. The problem isn't you. It's that nobody ever helped you build a greenhouse. Let's fix that. Your nervous system was designed for a high-stakes but slow world, a quiet forest where one snapping twig meant something. Instead, you're living in a world of open-plan offices, constant notifications, and an endless stream of other people's pain pouring through your screen. Your brain has no filter for this. It tries to process all of it at full resolution all day long. That's why you crash. That's why 4 p.m. feels like you've been hit by a truck. Here's what you do about it. First, treat sensory input like food. Occupational therapists call this a sensory diet. Junk food all day destroys your body. Chaotic input all day destroys your nervous system. Noise-canceling headphones aren't a luxury, they're personal protective equipment. A quiet corner of the office, a stairwell, even a bathroom stall identify one space where you can let your system breathe for 5 minutes when the fog starts setting in. And don't scroll your phone in that space. Just sit. Let your nervous system come back to baseline. Second, you can't just block out the bad. You have to actively feed yourself the good. Beauty is not optional for you. It's functional medicine, natural light, the patterns of trees, music that moves you, clothes that actually feel comfortable. These aren't indulgences. These are signals that tell your nervous system you're safe. You can stop bracing. And if your phone is draining, you try switching your screen to grayscale. It sounds too simple to work. It isn't. It strips the dopamine trap and turns your phone back into a tool. Now here's the layer that trips most people up other people. When someone near you is anxious, you don't just notice it, you feel it in your chest. That's not imagination. Your mirror neurons are hyperactive and they're absorbing emotional data from everyone around you constantly. The shift you need to make is from empathy to compassion. Empathy says, I'll jump in the water with you, and then you both drown. Compassion says, I see you struggling. Let me throw you a rope from the shore. When you feel yourself absorbing someone else's pain, catch it. Say this to yourself internally. I see your pain, but it isn't mine. Then, from that safer place, ask them, how can I actually support you? You're more useful on the shore. And stop saying yes to everything out of guilt. Your new default answer to any request you're not sure about is 7 words. Let me check my capacity and get back to you. That pauses everything. It gives your logical brain time to catch up with your emotional instinct to please everyone. In that space, ask yourself honestly, do I have the energy for this? Is this nourishing me or depleting me? The world wasn't built for you. It's loud and fast and it rewards people who don't feel much. But you are not broken. You are specialized. And specialized things require the right conditions to do what they're actually capable of. Build your greenhouse. One change today. The headphones, the niche, the pause. Because when you stop trying to be a dandelion, when you actually give yourself the environment you need, the cheeks the proporn rest. What you're capable of, you kind of find. With the niche, the pause. Because when you stop trying to be a dandelion, when you actually give yourself the environment you need, what you're capable of is something the dandelions will never touch. Start with one thing. Just one. And let's build from there.